My father came back from World War II and started working on the docks in Cleveland for a living. He was part of that generation that used their hands and grit for a living. Back in those days, made everything and anything in the United States thanks to our manufacturing base. That base is still alive and kicking in Northeast Ohio. It remains the lifeblood of our local economy. As a matter of fact, manufacturing accounts for 14% of Northeastern Ohio's total employment and brings in 19% of our community's GDP. From large global manufacturing companies to family-owned machine shops, manufacturing is an instrumental part of our nation's economy and our Northeastern Ohio livelihood. What people might not realize is that most manufacturing firms are actually pretty small. Of the 251,857 manufacturing firms in the country, 98.5% are considered small. 3/4 of those smaller companies have less than 20 employees. National Manufacturing Day gives us an opportunity to think about everything manufacturing does for our country. It lets us think, what can we do to make it better? Well, the first step is to protect it. You see, while our smaller manufacturing firms are helping our nation's economy, countries like China threaten to put them out of business. For me, that means we need to do a better job of standing up to China and not giving away the store in these bad trade deals. I'm also a big fan of using the federal government's buying might to support American companies. I call this Buy America. If we are going to spend taxpayers' funds, we should spend them on American-made goods made by American workers. The next step we could take to help manufacturing is to open up doors for progress and innovation. Today, our manufacturers are using cutting-edge technologies, but technology is always changing. We need to make sure America stays ahead of the game. The first way to do that is by investing in education. 2 million U.S. manufacturing jobs will remain vacant over the next decade due to a shortage of trained workers, according to an analysis by the Manufacturing Institute, a nonprofit advocacy group affiliated with the National Association of Manufacturers. Firms want to innovate, and they want employees that can help them do so. One of the ways to do that is to match workers' skills with employers' needs. Increasing the incentives for high school and college partnerships with industry in order to better provide workers with skills for employers' needs. Now that isn't some pie in the sky, way off in the future type of idea. It's happening right here, right now in the 14th Congressional District. A group of local manufacturers have teamed up with Lakeland Community College to form the Alliance for Working Together. This group's motto is simple: let's educate our youth early about the careers in manufacturing. The AWT has also created a degree program at Lakeland Community College targeted at training people for the jobs that are available today in manufacturing. But while increasing the opportunity to innovate is important, we still need to support manufacturing. That is why I was happy to support the National Strategic Plan for Advanced Manufacturing when I first arrived in D.C. You see, it is important in the U.S. as a national plan to keep our manufacturing base relative in a globalized economy. That point was made crystal clear to me when I visited Jet Manufacturing in Highland Heights. Jet makes advanced water sewage pump systems, but they aren't making them the old way with dyes and molds. Instead, they're using a printer to make specialized pumps for their clients. This process is cheaper and quicker. This customized 3D printing is a wave of the future and our ticket to re-strengthening our manufacturing base in the region. Lastly, it doesn't do us much good if bureaucratic red tape gets in the way of these small businesses. We need to make sure our companies have room to thrive and grow so they can help the economy of Northeastern Ohio and our nation as a whole. National Manufacturing Day gives us an opportunity to celebrate such an important industry. Hopefully, it can also give the people the chance to step back and think about how we can make it even better.